Hello, good morning, everyone. Hello, spoiler, welcome. Thanks for the subscription. So, once again, guys, I'm with another Ielts lesson, B2, and welcome, dear people and dear viewers. If you're watching for the first time, thanks for joining here. And if you're a recurrent user, recurrent viewer, welcome. And I'm glad that you're watching silently, though you can't make any comments because this is how Hello has the rules for this teacher that only the subscribers and also the new users can comment and others people can watch it silently. But if you're interested to join, you're more than welcome. What you have to do is you have to subscribe from my profile. Visit my profile and click on the subscribe button. Possibly you'll be able to get 2 free trial lessons. If not, then you have to subscribe with your money by a monthly basis. This is how it works on the Hello. Please bear in mind that it is really important for you to know how the Hello policies are and how the code of conducts are. Remember that sometimes I really get bad messages from many of our users, which is really not expected. So, dear viewers, once again, we are with the IELTS exams lessons. Hi, Sarana, thanks for the subscription. I've invited both of you, Spoiler and Sarana. If you have time, please join me so that we can have a little bit conversation. It appears that you both have subscribed to me with the free trial lessons. So you'll get 2 lessons, which are one is today and another is next Saturday. Okay, let me check your subscription status. Right. So 4 people are on the list at the moment. Algalia, Naresh, Spoiler, Sarana. If anyone wants to join, you're more than welcome. So what we learn from these lessons, this lesson, as I said, is based on IELTS exam, but still I discuss different points of English learning. It could be your grammar, it could be reading, it could be writing, or it could be speaking, or it may be your listening. I believe that some of you are very good in some parts of English learning, and some parts of English learning you need help. So if you let me know in the comment section so that I can focus on that part. Remember that, dear users, that it is very important for you to know your weaker side, through which you can always highlight and focus on the development. Okay, so thank you once again. Today my discussion topic would be writing as well as speaking. Okay, so let me go back there. Hello VJ, welcome. Okay, give me a moment, guys. So let me try to find out the writing technique. We'll be discussing the writing technique task 1. Okay, just give me a moment, please, guys. And we are discussing last week task 1 of general test or general writing. Okay, and before that, I'll be back in a moment, guys. Hi guys, sorry I'm back. So welcome all the people who have joined. I'm going to discuss today formal and informal words that you use in our writing section in IELTS exam. These instructions are also helpful for you for your advanced writing as well. Even though you're not sitting for the IELTS exam, but you like to use these words in your exams, academic exams, or assignments, and maybe research paper or any other article, you are more than welcome to use these words. So let me share once again what kinds of words we use generally in writing. Okay, so when you are writing emails as well, or writing formal communication letters, you know, to other people, we use this kind of words. So we don't say sorry, but we say apologize. Okay, likewise, go up becomes increase. Excuse me. Go down becomes, decrease. Set up, establish, look at, examine, blow up, explode, find out, discover, bring about, cause, put off, postpone. If you have noticed that all the phrasal verbs are informally used, okay, but instead we use the normal words in academic or the formal writing. Similarly, rack up becomes accumulate, make up becomes fabricate, stand for becomes represent, find out becomes discover or ascertain, leave out becomes omit, point out becomes indicate, go against becomes oppose, get in touch with becomes contact, it's about, it concerns, it's in regards to, need to becomes required, think about becomes consider. Okay, we'll give more examples in a moment. Stay connected with me. So what's the purpose of academic writing, guys? Remember that if you are sitting for the IELTS exam or any other English exams like TOEFL, and maybe CELTA or Delta, or maybe any other test like Canadian English language test, or the Pearson test of Australia, or any other equivalent test, it is always important for you to be aware those words and how you can use them in writing. And you have to understand that written English and spoken English is totally different. In written English, we have to follow their requirements, but in spoken English, we don't have to necessarily. But if you do follow it, then it will be amazing. So then other words are get, obtain, put up, tolerate, deal with, handle, seem, appear, show, demonstrate, illustrate, portray, start, commence, keep, retain, free. It depends. If it is a verb, then release. If it is an adjective, that is different word. Get on someone's nerves, like bother, you see. We use informally many slangs and idioms and phrases, but we are not allowed to use in academic writing. We write something else instead, like a show up, arrive, and then ring up, call, let, permit, fill in, substitute, inform, block, undermine, give the go-ahead, green light, authorize. Okay, and we use some other transitions in informal and formal. These are some of them. Anyways becomes nevertheless, plus also becomes moreover, furthermore, but becomes however, so becomes therefore or thus, also becomes addition. Okay. Excuse me. Then ASAP, if people always write very often, as soon as possible. We do not contract in formal writing or academic writing. We write the full and no acronym is allowed. Our list of your convenience. Okay is acceptable. In the meantime, in the interim, I think, in my opinion, you see, I think is though informal English, but this acceptable as well in its conversational English. But when it's a matter of writing, remember, I think becomes, in my opinion. Right, so next one is in the end, finally, to sum up in conclusions, in a nutshell, basically, to summarize, anyway, now withstanding, all right, again acceptable. What does well? Well is informal. What is the formal word for well, guys? Well, it should be in addition. Okay, and sometimes some words do not have any academic words as well, like to top it all off, on top of it all, in order to. Okay, we emphasize words in informal and formal. Like informal, we write a lot of, but in academic and formal words, we do not write it. We write much or many depending on the subject. So, dear viewers, once again, if you're watching for the first time and if you're interested to join, you are more than welcome. What you have to do, you have to visit my profile and subscribe from there. And remember that you can't hop on without being my subscriber. Maybe you can comment and possibly you can see it for a certain period of time, and after that Hello has the policy to remove you because this is a paid class or subscribe lesson. Okay, so we use very often tons of, heaps of, but in academic you have to write large quantities of, a number of. Okay, so let's move on. We say totally in academic or formal words, we say completely or strongly. We said really, very, but we said definitely in formal words. Letter expressions, like when you use letter writing, if you know that we use by name when we know the person, like hi Robert, but informally we said dear sir or madam. But if you know them name, then you can say dear Mr. say Robert, or dear Mr. John. Remember that when it's formal writing, we always address the person with the last name. And that is the rule of writing. Just wanted to let you know, you write it informally, but formally said, I'm writing to inform you. And at the end, we write love. We write it's sincerely used. We're going to highlight more about the writing techniques in a moment, guys. I'm giving the overall view about the formal and informal words, which are really important to know. Okay, informal we say cheers, but we say thank you very much. So for yours truly, best regards, kind regards. Those are informal, but we read in yours sincerely. Again, hope to hear from you soon. We said I look forward to hearing from you. You can call me if you need. Please do not hesitate to contact. Remember, these are some expressions that needs to be followed when you're writing your official, communication letters or emails. Okay, again, ASAP, TV, photo, photograph, cell phone network, kids, children, bad, negative. You see, we do not use these words in academic writing. We don't say how many kids have you got. We say how many children. We do not say I've got a bad feeling. You can say I've got a negative feeling. Similarly, good feeling, positive feeling, really big, considerable. Then we write right is correct, wrong, incorrect, smart, intelligent, cheap, inexpensive, loaded, rich. So these are the sum of the highlights of the words which must be followed in your writing. So welcome once again, guys, and here you go. Using passive voice an important feature of academic writing. Thanks for assistance. So, for example, thanks for the inquiry. I'm trying to find out information from the published articles. I've got many friends. You see, these are some examples. Third person. Okay, drastic change. Okay, these are for academic task one. So we're going to today describe your general task one. Okay, guys. So in general training of IELTS exam, it could be letter, application, or email. Okay, and what kinds of letter generally they ask on the exam paper? Invitation, interview, refusal, request, family letter, confirmation, appreciation. And if you have to write application, the application generally covers complaint, inquiry. It could be a product inquiry, it could be service inquiry, it could be inquiry about the job opportunities, it could be the inquiry about the loan possibilities, inquiry about the admission, whether nationally or internationally. And also it could be admission in any level, including undergrad, graduate, postgraduate, masters, MPhil, or research program or scholarship program. And it could be an inquiry about the tickets, events, visit, and lost and found department. Okay, so remember once again, the letter must have, or the application must have, 3 parts. If you are aware, you will have 20 minutes to complete this 150 words task, which is the task 1. So it should have introduction again, body, and conclusion. Okay, so when you put in the work, getting the IELTS score you need is easy. We put together some handy tips to get one the step ahead with the help of our IELTS experts. Okay. So writing this one. take closer look Hello Asrar, welcome. So if you take a close look at task achievement in the IELTS assessment criteria, you can see the examiner checks out if letter contains the following features. So what are the criteria you're going to be assessed in your writing part? Once again, task achievement or task response, then lexical resources, then grammatical range and accuracy, and what are the other criteria? I forgot as well, guys. Hang on a second. Let me go quickly. I should copy and paste there as well. Okay, these are the marking criteria, guys. Task 1, sorry, not task 2. Task 1 marking criteria, where are you? Okay. So let me go back there. So task 1 marking criteria, once again, guys. Task response, 25%. Coherence and cohesion, another 25%. Lexical resources, 25%. Grammatical range and accuracy, another 25%. So in IELTS exam, these are the 4 marking criteria in written part. So you have to fulfill their guidelines if you want to get good score. So if we take a closer look, the task achievement in the IELTS assessment criteria, you can see the examiner checks to see if your letter contains the following features. Purpose of the letter is presented. Tone of the letter is appropriate. Bullet points are presented, highlighted and extended. Format is appropriate, like letter format. That's quick overview, but let's take a closer look at what each of these dot points mean and how you need to write a letter in IELTS writing task 1. State the purpose. What it means, guys, exactly. Start your letter by clearly stating why you are writing the purpose. Okay? The reason for writing is your letter needs to be clearly presented in the opening paragraph. Make sure the purpose of the letter is in a direct response to the situation outlined in the question. Deborah, you have joined my lesson and you don't know my name. That's really shocking for me. Check out the live stream again. Go out from the live stream and join again. You'll find my name there. So start your letter by clearly stating why you're writing. That is the state of the purpose, okay? Make sure if you're writing an application, it follows the similar criterion. Remember, when you answer the IELTS, all the criteria, it must fulfill their guidelines. Example, opening paragraphs with a clear purpose presented. Say, formal letter. Say, I've given an example, formal and informal. Dear sir, madam, I'm writing to express my dissatisfaction with the product I purchased recently and and to request a full refund. So this letter is to getting a refund from a company which were not happy with the product. Now, when do you write Dear John? If you remember, informal environment, like your family members, someone else. Like, Dear John, I was so pleased to hear that you are planning on visiting my country. So I'm writing it to give you some travel tips and advice before you book your trip. Okay. So you can see the clear, distinguished, and comparison of formal and informal letter. When it's an informal letter, we don't have to follow the guidelines, but rather than follow the sentence pattern which you think is suitable for you. But remember, in formal letter, academic letter, or advanced writing, it should follow the techniques. Okay, common IELTS general training writing tasks situation may include. So what type of questions you may see? Formal, letter of complaint, personal, business, recent experience, product. Informal, letter of invitation, party, dinner, celebration. The letter of request, refund, repair, advice, reservation. Or letter of request, like asking questions, asking for advice, asking for help, etc. Letter of inquiry, like information request, booking, tickets, or maybe timetable. And informally, letter of thanks. So welcome once again, dear viewers. If you are interested to join, it's very easy. Just visit my profile and click on subscribe button. That you'll be able to join my free trial lessons, or maybe you can subscribe whole month. Okay guys, so once again, if you've got any questions and comments, please do let me know. I'll be happy to answer it. So next point would be letter of recommendation, like job and colleague. Letter of suggestion, suggesting ideas, plans, solutions. Letter of suggestions. So this one is not needed then in this case. Use the right tone. What do you understand by the word tone, guys? So let's move on to the next feature in a letter that the examiner is looking for, the tone of your letter. So what does it mean exactly, guys? The tone refers to the way in which you write the letter, formal or informal style. The instructions in the question will give you a clue. Begin your letter as follows. Informal or semi-formal written to a friend, colleague, or someone you know. Right, so then we use dear sir or madam, a formal written, someone you do not know. Okay. Hello, Andrew sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so next one is a formal letter. Formal letter contains longer sentences that use passive language, be past participle. Modals, modal verbs. The broken line needs to be fixed to ensure that customers who use this facility have adequate visibility of their surroundings. Number two, an informal letter is conversational, can conclude contractions like can't. More direct speech. Okay. Let's go to the next one. The table shows some examples of formal and informal vocabs and structure that you can use in your IELTS general training. Writing task 1. Request, formal. We say ask. Remember, ask is a commonly mispronounced word. People say ask, but it's ask. American will say ask. We'll say ah sound, and they say a sound. I'm going to ask you a question soon. I'm going to ask you a question soon. Both are correct. Likewise, purchase, buy, could, can, would, will, at your earliest convenience when I'm free. Respond, write back, reply. Cannot, can't. Then yes, sincerely, faithfully, best wishes, love. Furthermore, and also. Okay. Can I suggest or can I tell you? As you describe above, as I mentioned above. Hi, Spoiler and Sarana. If you're still here, please do let me know. I'll be happy to bring you from the Hop on section. Let's move on. And finally, remember that the greeting and the closing salutation of an IELTS general training. Writing just one letter needs match the style. For example, dear sir or madam, yours faithfully, faithfully yours, yours truly, truly yours. Dear Mr. Webb, Miss Taylor, we use yours sincerely or sincerely yours. Remember, it's very important for you to know that right techniques how you can salute or finish the live stream. Okay, so let's move on, guys. Like, dear John, best wishes, include bullet points present in the question. Okay, when writing a letter as a part of the IELTS journal training, writing task 1, it is important it is to include the bullet points presented to you in the question. The question in IELTS journal training at task 1 will present with a situation, who to write the letter to, what you must include in the letter. Okay. So a situation, task 1 will present you with a situation, who to write the letter to, what you must include in the letter, the bullet points. All 3 bullet points need to be presented, and remember that some bullet points contain more than one element. So make sure to watch and for and watch for and plurals. Okay, so all 3 bullet points need to be presented, and remember that some bullet points contain more than one element, so make sure to watch for and plurals. Let's break down the following question. An overseas friend wants to visit your country on holiday. Write a letter to a friend. Letter recommend the best time of year to visit and why. Describe the types of accommodation your friend would choose. Say, what would you like to show you with your friends in your journey? Okay. So recommend the best time of year to visit and why. Then describe the types of accommodation your friend could choose. So what you like to show your friend in your country. Write at least 150 words. You do not need to write any addresses. Begin your letter as follows. Okay. All right, where is it? So, dear. So, if you remember that your friend is an informal environment, so you can straight write his name like dear John. You should look at the first bullet point, and you'll see the context of that. The best time of your visit. Why is it? Because the second bullet point, and you'll see. Hello, Ari. Welcome. I'm doing great. Second bullet point, you'll see. You will that you'll see that you. Oh, that is a wrong sentence. That you have to describe types of accommodation. So remember to watch for plurals. First type of accommodations, second type of accommodation. Example for the first bullet point covering both elements. Most people visit Brisbane in summer months, but I think it's far too hot then. The best time to visit is between April and June, or autumn season. It's still sunny, but much cooler and not as humid as the summer. Okay, so that's a demonstration of the letter. Structure structure your letter. The final feature to look at IELTS general training writing task 1 is the format of your letter. A letter needs to be written using a proper format, including the following: a greeting, dear sir, madam, or dear John, dear Mr. Smith, etc. The main body consisting of paragraphs for each part of the letter. A closing is sincerely, yours faithfully, best wishes, kind regards. Okay, and the instructions are told if you do not. In the instruction you are told you do not you do not need to write any addresses. That's right. So do not include him. So this is an example of another informal letter. Dear Andrew, opening salutation or greeting. Hey Serena and Spoiler, if you're back, if you'd like to join me, let me know. So we start. Dear Andrew, opening salutation or greeting must be included for appropriate letter format. All right. So in this case, dear Andrew. But when you don't know the names in formal or academic writing, we use dear sir or madam. Okay, then state the purpose of your state the purpose of a letter in the opening paragraph. Okay. Like, I was pleased to hear that you're going to visit Brisbane, so I'm writing to give you some information to think about before you come. Most people travel to Brisbane in the summer months, but I think the first bullet point. What was the bullet point, guys? Again, the main body, the closing. It's unfortunately hot at the time of the year. Autumn is the best season between April and June. All right, so still sunny, but much cooler than in summer. Okay. At the moment, all of our bedrooms are full, so unfortunately we can't put you up. Okay, so we can't put you. However, there are some cheap places to stay, like Airbnbs in a suburb. You could stay in a serviced apartment in the city center or on the Gold Coast. So, bullet point presented and highlighted in the previous writing. All right, so let's move on. Previous writing. Okay, there are lots of specials online, so I'm sure you'll find somewhere affordable. When you get here, let me be your tourist guide. I'll take you to the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary, where you can feed kangaroos and koalas. I can also drive you to the Gold Coast for a swim. To add excitement, we can visit the theme parks. Okay. So once again, guys, you're watching the live stream from the UK. Now local time is 8:53 a.m. It's Sunday morning, and it's all about IELTS exam and related information. If you are interested to join, just subscribe to my lesson, and you can hop on here, and we'll have good time. All right. So next one is looking forward to catching you up. So we're concluding the letter rounding off statement. Best wishes, closing salutation for appropriate letter format. So then you write your name to make a letter look realistic. Remember to reach a higher band score. Algebra training, write a task, touch assignment. You need to include each of these features in a letter. Clear purpose, appropriate tone, present and highlight all the bullet points, appropriate form. Okay, so that's a simple test, but we have to stay. You have to complete it next day, guys. We have got in less than 5 minutes. But let me give you the topic. You recently saw an advertisement in a newspaper seeking volunteers to do unpaid work with local children. You're interested in this work, write a letter to the head of organization. Your letter, express your interest, ask for details of the work. Okay. Alright, so that's a simple topic, guys. And that is more or less discussion about the general test task 1 writing an IELTS exam. Remember that, guys. You have to practice whatever you learn from anyone. It doesn't matter whether you learn from a teacher or a student or anyone else. Remember, it is our and your duty to practice a lot. Practice is the magic word. Without practicing, you can't hope to be successful anywhere in your career life. career pathway. Even for the academic, study, sometimes, students give up easily. Do not give up. Giving up is the failure, guys. Remember that you have to at least try to do something. Do not say, "Oh, I'll not be able to do," and you are staying away from your topic. No, it don't help. It doesn't work that way. Remember, in IELTS exam, when you know all the rubrics and techniques, you better practice it. But the challenging part is that how do you know your writing is correct? How do you know your speaking is correct? Very often, many students ask me this question. I always answer them. Uh, if you are not sure whether your accuracy of writing and speaking, maybe it's about grammar or vocabs or structure, or I should say your pronunciation, it's better to subscribe to a competent and qualified teacher. And make sure before you subscribe to the teacher, the course is suitable for you, the time matching is your ear time, and you can join the teacher. You can hop on here. Because remember that when you practice face to face with the teacher, your motivation increases, your inspiration increases. So it is really important for you to talk to the teacher if you have subscribed to the teacher's lesson. If you don't do that, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss the opportunity. Okay, guys, we are almost at the end of today's lesson, and thank you very much once again. People who are watching silently, who have made comments, and I try to answer all of your questions. If you've got anything to ask, if you need to know anything from me, please write in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer it. Bear in mind, most of the cases, the information are in my profile, the information you're looking for, and also visit my schedules, class schedules. My classes are Monday to Sunday, 7 days a week, and some of the classes in the morning and some of them are at night, depending on my availability and free time. All right, guys, so it's really, once again, pleasure to see you. Any other question, guys, from anyone? Deborah, as you can see my name, it says Rahat Ali, but when you enter a live stream, it always shows the name of the live streamer, Deborah. And when you have made a comment, it also shows at the bottom and my name if you're watching from the laptop. But if you're watching from the mobile, my name should be on the top left hand. You can touch it out to find out the name. Okay, so that is the answer to your questions. And Ari, I have answered your questions too. So thank you very much once again. So I've got a few more seconds before I end up this lesson. Remember, guys, practice is the magic word. There is no shortcut of practice. There is no quicker method, no alternative. Right? Just you have to be patient sometimes. Look at your situation. You've been learning English for many years, but still you're stuck. You're not developing. In that case, subscribe to a competent and qualified teacher and learn the techniques from the teacher. Make a good habit of practice of reading, writing, listening, and speaking. We have got 2 inputs and 2 outputs once again. First input, listening. First output, speaking. Next input, reading. Next output, writing. Make a balance, whatever you do. Thank you once again. You take care. Cheers and cheerio.